Ride to Freedom is?
I think Ride to Freedom was...
Ride to Freedom, that was that thing Christine did this summer, right?
Isn't that the bike ride Christine took across the country to help promote or help spread awareness on the persecution taking place in China?
I know that girl Christine participated.
The bicycle ride from California to New York, and they would meet with all the governors of each state and talk about like an issue that they were riding for in China.
Well, I did have to Google it. I mean, I'm not going to kid you on that.
Ride to Freedom is an organization that is mainly run by kids. So nowadays in the world, people that are making a change are commonly they're adults. It's a lot of adults that are able to make differences in the world, but a group of kids from all around the world decided that they wanted to make a difference about the situation going on in China right now. So all the kids follow Falun Gong and practice those beliefs too themselves. So that's why they can feel for the kids in China that are restricted by the Communist Party and can't follow Falun Gong freely like they do. So this past summer, about 25 kids from maybe 10 or so countries or 20 countries around the world all decided to get together and start in California to do a bike ride across America from California to Washington, D.C. and then up to the UN.
When I first heard about Christine's ride, my initial reaction was a lot of fear. I was fearing for Christine's life, just the way that she explained it, but after I learned more and more about the program, I was really excited that she was doing it.
What I did not know is that when we kind of talked about the ride, and I told her to write it up for me, and then she wrote it up, and as I'm reading it, I'm like 3,000 miles. So I was a little taken back by that. I thought it would be a one-day, 25-mile little ride through a park or something along that line for a cause. But looking at obviously the distance and the time, you could see that it was going to be an extraordinary feat.
Today, millions of children are persecuted and orphaned in China as a result of the Chinese Communist Party's persecution campaign against Falun Gong, a spiritual Chinese cultivation practice. Hundreds of Chinese children are being taken from their homes, and millions of others like them could be arrested without legal cause, sentenced to abusive discipline, and even tortured to death.
It's because there's a persecution going on against our faith, so if we went back, we could very possibly get jailed and killed or other sorts of punishments. So this persecution has been going on for a long time, and ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to do something about it, but the opportunity never came up. So when I heard that there is an idea among young people like me that practice Falun Gong that we want to do like a human rights activity, the last summer, I decided that I wanted to be a part of that.
Throughout Christine's journey, as an effort to raise awareness, the riders all created a selfie campaign. The team took selfies at every stop with pedestrians in Congress and proceeded to educate people on their cause. The selfie campaign brought awareness about Falun Gong in an efficient and modern way.
We kids, we wanted to make a difference for the kids in China who have no one else speaking for them. We wanted to be their voice this summer and really help make a difference among everyone that we met. So whether it was someone in Congress or someone that owned a small business or even homeless people, we talked to everyone that we came across and told them about what was happening, and we told them to spread the message and tell their friends and their families so that hopefully something can be done about it, because it's really terrible right now in China.
So when Christine was coming back, we arranged a press conference in Little Falls, and we got all of our friends and family to come to this press conference, and it was this really big deal. They were filming it, and it was just really great to see these riders in action and to really show how they advocate what they're going to do.
I received an email from the National Liberty Museum in Philadelphia, and it just said that nominate a young hero. And sure enough, it was a no-brainer to nominate Christine for that award.
I would definitely do this again because I felt like it was a great experience, and actually next year we're planning on riding through Europe. So from London to Moscow in Russia, we wanted to ride across there with, again, 30 kids and kids from all around the world. And I'm actually the assistant team leader for next year, so that means that I'll definitely be joining, and I'll definitely be helping organize a lot of events that we're doing in regards to the people that are riding and how we're going to, like where we're going to ride through, how we're going to live, and everything along those lines. So I would think that I'm really excited for next year. I'm thinking that I really need to start preparing, like, you know, biking more for next year because it's going to be a lot harder in terms of riding.
Christine and her teammates will continue Ride to Freedom in the summer of 2016 in Europe. And for more information, visit www.ridetofreedom.org.